Can you? Okay.
Oh,
What? Okay. Film set in North Cork. Okay. So it's been a hot minute since. So it's been a hot minute since we've done one of these.
yeah.
But this week we went to see Christie, the 2025 Irish film set in North Cork. So this is going to be our review of Christie. Review. We're going to do about 60 seconds each. We're going to be early, rock, paper, scissors. And we're going to talk about the performances. And then we're going to give it a rating at the end. So, was that better? Was that better? Right. First things first. First things first. Right.
Yeah.
At the end. Okay, anything? First things first.
Roll for the cigars. Yeah. You know what you're gonna pick first. I'm afraid it's gonna spill. Hold on, I'll put this down. If you get excited, please don't kick. Rock, paper.
Kildare.
Rock,
Please,
paper,
mind
scissors.
the gap. Thank you for
Shoot.
travelling. There.
That was me. That was me. You thinking about it?
Wow.
You know what?
Amazing what you can achieve when you think.
Yeah, I know. But did you see how hard I had to think?
Yeah, you literally picked it before, so like,
Yeah, but I was like,
you always go scissors. You always go scissors. Oh, yeah,
and then what's missing last night?
Menardo.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Yeah, Menardo.
Okay. So I'll let you go.
Oh, well.
That is an idiot. Alright, I think we call you.
Not ours, but the other ones is. Yeah. always come to the hotel.
Yeah.
Used to always come to
Yeah.
the hotel.
Remember there was
And
saying one time
you know, say hello.
rumours that
I shouldn't really call you that toxic.
My full name? I think you've called me my full name in all the videos.
Is it if I give you your address?
Yeah, we don't do it.
yeah,
Like what it is.
she's married to
That
Dixon.
was people about.
Every
And she used to go there so many years. Very nice.
Right.
I would love people to think this.
they don't speak.
Yeah.
They came across as very posh.
Go.
But they don't speak.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Lily.
Right.
She was good.
She come in. Yeah, no, they're lovely.
Any passengers for Waterford or any stops along the Waterford line, exchange here in Kildare. Any passengers for Waterford or any stops along the Waterford line, exchange here in Kildare.
I'll let you go first.
Oh, well.
Might get on them further.
I would love people to think this.
In
Next time down for the next time.
in your own.
He's scaring me.
I'll let you go first.
Oh, well.
That is one, isn't it?
One after that.
In your own.
Go. So we first start off with me, Christy. He is a fella, 17-year-old from the north side of Cork. He's living in Ballon. Somewhere, Ballon. Oh, I forgot Cork. Forgot geography. But we learned that he's been kicked out of the foster home. So his brother decided to be taken in until he could find another foster home. You can call them fighting and everything like that. And when you just see that he's, going to go down a bad path and he's in the wrong place, etc. But what we come to learn through, he's actually a nice kid, it's just the situation, he gets into like barbering and doing stuff like that, so you kind of see him starting to like the place he is in and getting to know people and friends, and then his brother obviously has issues with him and their life growing up, so he wants to move away but not to residential, and then as time goes on Christy finds himself in bad situations, and then at the end you kind of figure out what's best.
You always manage to leave out a massive section.
I know, it's so hard. I just hadn't got it in my head. So bad.
You ready?
Yes, go next.
So, as Erin previously said, we meet Christy, and he is an orphaned child, and he's been kicked out of residential, and his brother offers to take him in until they can find a suitable home for him, and he doesn't want him to go into the residential home.
Yeah.
So they want to find a good home for him in Cork, because Cork people just cannot leave Cork. Christy makes some friends, but they're a bit younger, and then he happens to get in a fight with the
30
local
seconds.
Bowsy, who turns out to be his cousin, and that's the other side of the family that he knew nothing about, and they try to take him under his wing and lead him down
30 seconds
a
left.
dark path. Christy also has a penchant for barbering, and could this be his outlet to make something of
10 seconds
himself?
left.
Cue, drama, comedy, and all the families get intertwined and do what they do.
No, very hard.
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Very
Quite
tough
a
one.
simple thought. So let us know who you think is a better cover version of Christy, the 2025 hit. So, how long is the time? So, how long is the time?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, we get into performances.
Yeah.
Should we start with Christy?
Yeah.
Should we start with Christy? Should we start with Christy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was the least interesting character in the whole movie.
Yeah.
By far.
I couldn't get over the fact, no offense, I couldn't get over the fact that
It's a long traffic.
they did make a skit of that though in the film.
That he looked old and things.
Yeah. So like, wait a minute, I'm a 40-year-old man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Wonder what is it from? Well, yeah, like, I think
Well, I
there's
also think that is a good point to make with that, like that he obviously had like
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
People
like
of
you
age,
said,
you know.
yeah. You can tell when people have a tough life.
yeah, he's right on choice. But I also think
We will shortly be arriving at Monstrous. Please.
it was I think it was a good performance though. It's very hard to do. Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
especially because of the character like that, he gets in trouble for the reason he gets used as residential, the reason he gets kicked out of his foster home because he beats the shit out of his foster home.
Yeah. But it comes.
So, you know, there's like that, because they didn't even say that as well, you know, there's an anger there, there's a bubbling,
Yeah.
and I think that makes it scarier, but also, yeah, like it's very, like that, it just shows that part of the character that when the supports aren't there, or when, you know, it's not going for kids, it can be, you know, those things bubble out then eventually, like, it's not like it's whether they're quiet and stuff during the day,
Yeah.
it's all under the surface and it just takes something to
Well, like,
smash out there.
but like that, you had a very short temper
Yeah.
when the business starts on and
He's straight to fight.
yeah, it couldn't like, come on, man, come on. Like, punch him.
Well, that also, again, also,
Also having to stand again and weird.
Like, punch him.
This man just running towards the station to train the reporter to
also, it's like,
oh, we missed it.
We missed it.
We had run one. Yeah, yeah.
Like, come on, man, come on. Like, punch him.
again, also, you kind of, for me anyway, because obviously I work with kids and stuff, in my head that is, that kind of makes you go, well, he's probably quick to anger because obviously he's not dealing with stuff that's happened in the past. Then you're like, you don't know what he's had to put up with before, he can't take on standing.
Yeah.
You know,
Families are gonna bounce around with.
yeah, and like that, maybe that's what he has to do to survive, was to be
Yeah.
quick to anger.
Because he's in the middle, you know, where the big words around. So she had to hold him to some other character.
Vibe was just
Yeah.
quick to anger.
Yeah.
But then he's obviously very angry at what happened. So you know that's true. You can see that's a little comment. And I think that's very well done as well because obviously he's not talking about like you know, and the more I'm thinking about him, like no, he did play the character very well, like because obviously the more because you know he gets angry at the brother and he's like, I'm your brother and he's like, you're only my half brother.
Yeah.
So there's obviously stuff he's very angry about in his past that isn't you know, he hasn't been dealt with.
Yeah, maybe it's a bit unfair. I think like there's a good character arc and definitely matured in the way that he wanted to just at the start sit down and lounge about in his bedroom all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas in the end,
He's out with the heart.
yeah, there's a bar.
I give her her breakfast so she wanted to do it.
He's out with the house.
But now what's going to happen is and now she says she wants everything.
Yeah, he's a barber.
Also in the same vein as well, you have to remember, like he is a child. He's out with the house. Also in the same also in the same vein but you have but you have to remember like he is a child
Yeah, 17.
no but he's having to put up with a lot of child.
Yeah, 17.
No, but he's having to put up with a lot of stuff. And his child is doing it very like, and he hasn't had very
Yeah.
childlike existence. You know, so it is nice to see that little bit of
But like the little one, she felt me, she carried 15 big tanks like a fence. You know, you have to. And she says she was
I know like if you ask me like that's what you then don't I see in the very same and in my well and she like focuses on the kid focuses on the same I don't really want you know when they did she kind of
yeah, she's the girl on the side.
you know and she asked a question she could say she could say where she'd been
The brother,
She left her in a box of snuff. First dress.
the brother,
see that little bit of
brother,
It feels like you're.
you know, so it is nice to see that little bit of
brother was very good, very supportive. Family. What's his name from Young Defenders is in there? Josh.
offenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I have issue with him, his, like the main thing about him, I don't know, I thought there would have been more fight. Because two cousins, like his brother and his cousin, are down in the Jock is training for an MMA fight. I thought that was going to play into it. I thought he was going to end up fighting him someday.
Oh, okay.
Like it didn't seem any point to that. Jock being an MMA fighter. Oh, got a fight coming up, I need to be under 190. Remember that one? He was put in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't resolved, it wasn't explored. But it was mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought Jock was gonna have a big role because he was a big action and stuff. What I did big role because he was a big action and stuff. What I did like as well, none of the what I did like as well, none of the cast were attractive. What I did like as well, none of the none of the cast were attractive.
No, I wouldn't say that now. I would just say we have gone so used to seeing.
No, but that's
people
what I
so-
mean. Yeah. No, it was okay. No, let me.
We're just
rephrase.
normal people.
Yeah, everyone was normal looking. They were
But I
very
think,
believable.
I also think though Irish films are very good at just doing that instead of. Do you know what I mean? Most of the time when there's like when you think back to, oh I don't know what's that film Cillian Murphy then with the like, they're all very normal looking.
Yeah, even Cillian Murphy and Charles Bard.
But like back then, it's only that they've become famous now that people find them attractive. Like I would
Oh,
always,
okay, yeah,
no, I
yeah.
would have always found Cillian Murphy attractive.
But first time
Um,
seeing it,
But like
you wouldn't
people
have.
would say he's weird. I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, I would find him attractive as Thomas Shelby," but as Cillian Murphy, he's not attractive. It's the style and it's whatever. It's,
Which was someone in work that said Cillian Murphy is either a pretty man or a handsome woman.
yeah. But I always think he's handsome. Anyway.
Not really.
So
Very short.
I
Very short.
yeah, the bed was very short. It's actually a lot shorter than you think.
Yeah.
But I always talk to them like they were established.
Yeah. Okay.
But the
Yeah,
same
but
Colin,
you go Aquario.
I know the same Colin Farrell. Like Colin Farrell isn't attracted in intermission.
No. No, he
Like he's done up, yeah, do you know what I mean? But people, but yeah, so I think Irish films are very good at,
Maybe lower budget now. Well, I think.
in general though,
Yeah, yeah. They seem very normal.
yeah.
I love Robot.
The robot.
Not the robot.
The character
Yeah.
robot, yeah.
He
He was the comic relief completely.
Yeah.
Um,
He was so funny.
He was so funny, but then that's the thing. It's nice as well to have that because you know it was a very like when you look at if you were to look at it and break it down. It was very
Passengers, any passengers for Galway, Westport, 3 stops along the West Branch, please change here at Port Harrington. Any passengers for Galway, Westport, 3 stops along the West Branch, please change here at Port Harrington. This is a Port Leash bound train. Port Leash is the last and final stop on this train. This is a Port Leash bound train. Port Leash is the last and final stop. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah.
matter. So it was nice to have that because Irish people are funny.
Yeah, and
You know.
I like that when it was his birthday party. They have nothing. They're very working class,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter. They're happy.
No.
And make them
And it
look
was
at that.
also I'm like look, I'm not from Cork. I don't really know much about Cork, but I'm sure people from Cork looking at that. Well, then obviously not all those people were from Cork. Like, you know, like that.
North Cork.
North Cork. I'm sure people looking at that go, yeah, that is what
Yeah.
our childhoods were like. That is what.
Yeah.
You know, because I've even listened to like the likes of my grandma.
Yeah.
And like even using it like that, and he was saying, oh yeah, Halloween you have the banner. Like they all call it a banner.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so it's nice to, you know, it was very obviously quite well. I don't know. I'm assuming it was quite true to whatever, but like that same thing as looking at the air system and all that. Like it is very true to.
What I did like about you said Robot, the kid in the wheelchair, he was the comic relief, but it wasn't a pity party at all.
Oh God, no.
He was so funny and but still at times was a prick when he's like,
Yeah.
you're taking ages putting my wheelchair together and
Yeah.
losing the rag, and but there was never any poor me, and then when they're robbing the pallets and Chris says you haven't been going around the street with that. He goes, what are the guards gonna do? Arrest a kid in a wheelchair? Being very self-aware.
Yeah.
Very funny. And I love that when he's getting his hair cut and the man's kind of chirping and then he walks off. And then he's like, sorry about her. I heard that. You were supposed to.
Yeah. Very good. And as you said, like it wasn't the focus. Him being in a wheelchair wasn't the focus, but
No,
it also
exactly.
they didn't shy away from it either. Like you know, they showed him being in a taxi and having to take apart the wheelchair. You know, because they don't have obviously a wheelchair accessible taxi.
But then as well, when the taxi driver was pulling the wheelchair out and then your mum went, is that me or still running? He goes, sure, I'm still working, aren't I?
Yeah.
Like,
you know, yeah. So
it was more honest instead of, oh, thank you, taxi driver, and oh, don't worry, you don't have to pay for this fare. You know, there was none of
Yeah.
that. It was still trying to take
Yeah.
advantage of each other. They don't care,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
taxi drivers do.
I think all the performances were very good.
Yeah.
And I think,
What about I know you have a thing with Irish people in movies.
yeah, but sure, everyone was Irish. I think it's because,
It wasn't posh Dublin people, try people.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, like,
Yeah. Cork people being
very
Cork.
natural. Do you know what I mean? The accents, like, you know what I mean? That's what annoys me is when they get someone from somewhere else. And I'm like, oh, it just isn't to be in the back of my head, but it never for a second struck me. I was like, no.
Yeah.
It was just always, yeah, like even your man's girlfriend. I don't know if she was from Cork,
Who's got the
mother, the baby, the baby mama.
The brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if she was from Cork, but like that, and again, it never struck me, the accent never.
Yeah, never. Yeah, it
Yeah, and the aunt, like, was very, yeah, it was just, yeah,
from me.
yeah, but it was just, never,
And then like you.
it was never cringy.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, it never took you out of it, and you were never aware of it.
Yeah.
And then the big surprise,
Yeah.
Robot. 'Cause remember you were commenting on the tattoos on his
Oh
arm.
yeah. But what age? They didn't have an age on his birthday in the film, did they?
No.
Yeah.
But like, if you told me 14, I would
Yeah,
really
he's
get
very youthful in his face. He's
Mhm.
he's 19, yeah.
19.
So youthful, I literally thought he was a 12-year-old. But then, he was hanging around the younger characters in the film, so I don't know whether that was purposeful or if that was.
Yeah, I think they wanted to be the younger kid.
Then at the same time, like, you know yourself when you're around places, like, younger people fall in with older people all the time.
Yeah.
When you're on streets, when you're on roads
Yeah, yeah,
like that,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, when you're all
Yeah.
outside and messy.
Yeah,
getting on. I suppose that was that his sister?
I'd say so.
In it.
I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Yeah, it must have been because
That's
He was
why.
having
Yeah,
a
yeah,
taxi.
yeah.
um, I'd say so.
In it.
I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Yeah, it must have been because
That's
He was
why.
having
Yeah,
a
yeah,
taxi.
yeah.
um,
But it's like that. They're on one of them roads where all your names are your family.
yeah, yeah,
Chicken.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Names are your family.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken.
Oh, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Just had to go to the
Oh, it's a
bathroom.
common performance, it's a thing. But yeah, I think all. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think all the characters, like, they're all
Well developed.
well developed, and I think when you see, like, you know, I like that they didn't really go into. I love that they didn't go into everything, you know, they didn't really, like, you know, there was hints at what happened to his mom, and then they obviously kind of talked
Yeah.
about it, but, like, it wasn't the main point of the story,
Wasn't crammed in your
it
throat.
wasn't crammed down your throat, it was just his dealings of things and how,
Like that flipping. Aronofsky one. You're a good kid. You send money home for your mom. You know, the Darren Aronofsky.
oh,
Across
yeah,
the
yeah,
Border.
yeah.
It's just no subtlety to it.
Yeah, whereas
Like,
this was very subtle, and I think, like, you know, when you looked at it as well, even like, say, the cousin and the cousins that they, you know, were half cousins or
Yeah.
whatever, like, I love that everyone else knew. It's the same with Small Communities.
Yeah,
Everyone else
yeah.
knew that they were cousins,
Yeah.
and then they didn't themselves know that they were cousins.
Yeah.
But, like, even like that, they only live down the road, but they don't see each other.
you know, like the bad co-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, but then,
So,
but then as well, you say bad cousins, but you
We
could
will
see
shortly
that
be
he
arriving
had.
at
So
Yeah,
the fact
yeah.
that he was very, I wanted to cry for him. Like, I just felt so sad for him.
you need to have
that his brother had these expectations of him, but he just couldn't fulfill it, and he was trying.
Yeah,
He was trying to be something he didn't want to be.
and you know those fellas, those bad cousins
Thank you
that
for travelling with your another